Cooper Helmke's soccer career came to an end recently, but it's not the end of his athletic career. More on that in a moment, but first we go back to when Helmke took up the game of soccer.
I think when I was 3 years old, I started playing with Coach Bobby as my coach. And I really just remember just being able to have fun on the team with all my teammates, like especially at that young age, and starting to build that long-time friendship now that I still have with them. And I just remember falling in love with it and just kind of carried it on.
But it wasn't until a few years later when fun became passion.
I think when I hit this really good shot, like right outside the 18, it like went into the top corner. I think that's kind of what I remember from it. I was kind of like, hey, this is kind of fun. I can get used to this. So I think that's really when it happened.
A little lanky kid. I think quite honestly, he's still a little lanky, but anyway, he has had such a great attitude. Very athletic kid at the time, and was really one of our top producers even at that early of an age.
It was during that time with Louisiana Fire that he tasted the fruits of his labor, literally at the Strawberry Cup.
I really remember having fun with the actual strawberries. Like after we won the thing, we just started eating a bunch of strawberries. But playing in those kind of tournaments was really fun for me because it was a lot of games, and you get to spend a lot of time with the team.
The brightest one was our first tournament we won, which is the Strawberry Cup in Hammond. So, and quite honestly, I think it's even more special because many of the kids that he won that first tournament with are kids that he played through high school with as well.
Louisiana Fire was a really fun time for me. I did it for 13 years and I don't regret it. It was very fun and I really enjoyed my time there and all 13 years of it, just being able to play at that kind of level of soccer, especially at that kind of age. And it also helped me develop all the really good friendships I still have today.
That led to his time at St. Martin's Episcopal, where he scored nearly 60 career goals.
He came in, he was an instant starter on the team and contributor to the team. Through those 3 years, he was one of the 3 top scorers for the school. And quite honestly, for those years, we've gotten to the first, second round of playoffs. So he was a big contributor to that success.
We had a pretty successful career. I'd say we made playoffs 3 out of the 4 years I was here. And we had normally first round byes, we made it to second round. And just being able to, ever since, like we all decided to part our ways from club soccer, just being able to rejoin the field with these guys that I've been playing with for a long time.
But when St. Martin's season came to an end this January, it meant that right foot was no longer a soccer scoring weapon. From now on, it will be a football scoring weapon as he joins Tulane as a kicker. After 4 years of splitting time between the Saints football and soccer teams, he joins the Green Wave football team full-time this fall.
Oh, super stoked. I'm super excited. I don't even think words could express how excited I was just to be able to make that call and say, hey, I'm coming. This is a great school. I love the environment. I love the coaches, and it was just something I want to be around, and just being able to be down the road from all my family, it was just it kind of got to my head a little bit, and I was like, hey, let's make it happen.
I think his soccer career kind of gave him the foundation for that, like many kickers. But I think a big part of that too is St. Martin's approach to multi-sport athletes, right? So by him being involved in playing football, it gave him an opportunity to fall in love with another sport. I've coached Coop for so long, so I've been knowing him for the majority of his life. I couldn't be prouder of him as a coach and as a friend of the family. But I know that not only is he making St. Martin's proud, but he also is making the Louisiana Fire proud.
So Helmke will be kicking for the Green Wave this fall, and obviously he chose the right athletic career path. But I did ask him, had he fully committed to soccer, how far could he have gone in the sport?
If I would have stuck with it and trained how I did for football, I believe I could have. I don't know what level I'd be telling you at, but I think I could have. And especially I feel like I've grown so much since the freshman year to especially now.
I think if we would have took that path and went through and played in the right leagues, I think yes, I would say yes. But I think with Cooper, he made that decision earlier with football and chose that path.
Soccer's loss is football's gain. In Metairie, Louisiana, I'm Paul Boron.